Hello and welcome to this video, Statistics with Excel. And what I'm going to be doing with this tutorial is I'm going to be demonstrating how to use the toolkit that comes within Excel to generate what we call descriptive statistics of a distribution. So, just so you know, some definitions that come from statistics. A distribution is simply a collection of numbers. It's the official name that we use to describe a collection of numbers. It could be grades in a class, it could be average miles per hour in a NASCAR race. It could be any one of those collection of numbers, and we want to analyze that set of numbers to understand some specific describers. Now, those describers, those statistical products that we produce with descriptive statistics include the mean, which is the arithmetic average, the mode, which is the most common score or scores, and the median, which is if you lined up all the scores, that's the one in the middle, if you line them all up in order. Then we have others. We have variance, standard deviation, we have the waveform, we have the descriptions of the actual curve if you graphed these things, a number of other statistics that come out that we use in other statistical analysis, but this one little tool produces all of the descriptive statistics for that particular distribution. So for this example, what I have is data that I was able to find. This is actual data that I was able to find on the internet. And what it refers to, if you look over here, what this refers to is this is the temperature that day. Now, I got this from a Canadian source. So these are actually really hot days. This is in Celsius. So these are days. This is the temperature. And these are the sales of ice cream at an ice cream store. So this is the temperature each day across a number of days, and here are the sales for that day. Now we're going to look at this data in a number of ways through these tutorials and just kind of understanding how we use this actual toolkit. But first off, I'm going to get the descriptive statistics. So here we are in Excel, and what you do is you go up to Tools. You've already installed the Data Analysis Toolkit, so you bring that up, okay, and then I'll take a little closer look here, and what we have is a number of statistical tests here, and what we want to look for is right there, descriptive statistics. So I select that one, I press OK. Now I'm going to come back out again. And it's asking me the input range right here. So that's the cells that contain the numbers that I want to analyze. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hold down the key and select all of these numbers here for temperature. And notice that I also selected the title over here. That's optional. You don't have to do that. But if you're going to select the temperature title, make sure that you click this item right here, so labels in first row. So make sure that's clicked. Now, I can pick an output range and it will make the statistical table that it's going to generate right here. I like it to create a new tab on the bottom here. So I'm going to have a new worksheet. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for summary statistics. And if we're ready to go, I select OK. And there's my table. It's come up in its own tab. Now to read this here, I'm going to select these, and I'm going to widen these a little bit so you can read all the information that's in there. And let's take a close look here. So what we've got from this information is the average temperature was 18.5. The median was 18.3. There was no mode, so all of them were different. There was none that were two alike. We have the standard deviation of 4.15 degrees. This is a description of the curve, slightly negative negative kurtosis, and not too much skewness at all. The range, the total from the lowest to the highest, was a total of 13.2 degrees. The coldest day was 11.9 degrees, and the hottest day was 25.1, and the number of days or samples would be number 12 right there. Okay, so if we went back to our data again and want to do the same thing for sales, I go up to my tools, I bring up data analysis, and what's going to happen, descriptive statistics is still selected. Press OK, and all my parameters are still there. I just need to select a new input range. So I select sales all the way down to there, and that's what's entered into here. Press OK. And now I have another table. And we can take a look at this one, and here are the sales. The mean was 402. The median was 410. Again, no mode. Standard deviation of 126. That's pretty high. $126 in sales. Slightly negative kurtosis. Slightly negative skewness. The range between the highest and lowest. The lowest was 185. The highest was 614. So lots of diversity. Lots of diversity there. And again, was 12. So what we end up with down here at the bottom is this sheet has the statistics, the descriptive statistics for temperature, and this one has the descriptive statistics for sales. Now, because I use that title, the title appears right up here, and it helps you to organize your data. So if you select your data when you're here, and you select the data including the titles, it'll stick those titles on top here. So I know these are the, if you're doing a lot of these, you want to make sure that you understand what these descriptive statistics are. And that is how you use that Excel toolkit to do descriptive statistics. Any amount of numbers. You could have thousands upon thousands of numbers, and you can do this. You can use this tool to get all of that information about the mean, median, standard deviation, the range, the highest, the lowest, the total number of samples, everything for any distribution. So that's the tutorial on using the toolkit to get descriptive statistics from a distribution. I'll see you at the next tutorial.